What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to talk about some ways to increase confidence. There's several ways to increase confidence that I've found. Here are 4 reasons, okay? Number 1 being get in the gym. That's huge. Getting in the gym, finding some friends in the gym, maybe even bringing your friends to the gym, or just going about it solo. Either way, you need to be in the gym at least 3 times a week. So that's huge. 3 times a week. You can increase as you get more used to the gym and whatnot, but get your diet right. Hit the gym. You can't be weak. You don't want to look weak. You want to look in the mirror and just don't see a weak man, so that'll do wonders for your confidence. Another is going to be and on the topic of the gym, it can be very intimidating when you first step in the gym. I think that's what a lot of people fail, is they're intimidated before they even step in the gym. But when they do go to the gym, it's a intense environment, it can be very intimidating for the first time going or whatnot. So, and I'll get into this point a little later, but that's what it's all about. Doing that thing that is intimidating. I think Mike Tyson said, if it makes you anxious, do it, because normally that's what you need to do to grow. So I try to follow that a lot. Is if it makes me anxious or I'm nervous to do it, just dive in. Obviously to a certain extent, but most of the time, whatever makes you nervous and that you're anxious about is going to be the move. That's what you got to do. So use that as a guide. Diet's huge. Diet's going to come along with the gym, but that's going to be huge on making you feel better and just looking better. Diet, reduce your sodium a bit, lean out, bulk if you need to bulk. Don't be too skinny. I know a couple guys that are just too skinny. I was too skinny at one point, but you go on this bulk, you bulk up. I wouldn't recommend dirty bulking. It kind of left me with a little too much fat, and fat's always terrible to get off. But figure out what's right for your body depending on your goals, and set towards that. So that'll be number 1. Number 2, we can go with getting your finances right. This is huge. Start saving. Start a savings account, like a high yield savings account. And from there, have save enough. What you got to do at first is start saving enough to have a cushion, to where you're not worried about every little purchase. If something goes wrong, if you need to help somebody in your family or whatever, you've got that money to do that with. So that's going to be your backbone. You're going to save money in a separate account, like a high yield savings. I personally do American Express, but you can go with whatever company you want. And then once you have that money set aside, you can start thinking about some investments you can make. So open a brokerage, start a Roth. A lot of people talk down on the Roth. The Roth is a good investment to make, especially while you're young, because of the compound. But I would also open a separate brokerage that you can. I wouldn't go all out, have some discipline, but experiment with a little bit, because that money that you're putting in a separate brokerage, aside from your Roth retirement, is going to be money that you can take out before retirement. So let's say you do hit it big on a certain stock you believe in, which I'll get into that in another video, but you would be able to take that out before 59 and a half, because that number is very intimidating to a lot of young dudes. They're like, I can't take out my gains until 59 and a half. But if life goes well, you're gonna be here at 59 and a half. It's just, are you gonna be a multimillionaire or what? So that's something to ponder on. Getting your money right, having some cash in your pocket, whatever. Number 3, I think, is going to be when you have an idea or something in your mind to do it. Don't just talk about it. This goes into my other video that I was talking about, but don't just talk about it. Actually execute. Learn to do what is in your head, and get it done. Especially, you could write it down or whatever, and make sure you're holding yourself accountable. Like, I have sticky notes that I keep up to keep myself accountable. Especially if you don't have like a group of close friends that are going to hold you accountable. Because I'll tell you that is very hard to find nowadays. Is a group of friends that's going to hold you accountable. So if you're not going to wait on them, you're going to go do it on your own. So hold yourself accountable. Be your own man. And do what you say you're going to do. Do what's in your head. Come up with a plan to make it happen. That's going to increase your confidence by a lot. Because, you do what you say. That's huge as a man. So, and go around town and meet people. Whether that just be at a cafe, have a place you frequent. So mine is usually the library. I'll go get books or whatnot. And I'll talk to the librarian and whatnot. And these people know me. You want your face out there to build a sense of community. So build that community. Get your face out there. Make eye contact. Shake people's hands. You'd be surprised how many doors open up when you do these simple things. So, that's get some books, man. Go to the library, get some books. Increase your intelligence. That's going to do wonders for you. Walk with purpose. Walk like you know where you're going. Walk a little slower. Don't pace through wherever you're going. Like, walk slow. Have some confidence. Shoulders back. Chin up. Take your headphones out, man. Be social. Even if you're like an introvert like myself, stay social, because it's huge. It's bigger than you realize. You have to stay social, or you're just gonna be a weirdo. So don't be a weirdo, man. Talk to people. Get out there, do your thing. Put your face out there. Be known. And then another is going to be to have your faith in God. Okay, and whichever God you worship, put faith in something more than yourself. That'll help a lot. And know that somebody is working behind the scenes, on your life. So, I think that's going to be all for today. Let me know what you're thinking. What you think about this topic. Comment down below. What are some things you guys are doing to increase your confidence? I'd like to know. So, thanks for watching. Leave me a comment below. Like the video. Appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.